everyone, we are group 11. Our group consists of 3 people, Talumewo, Zefania, Pantouw, and Saidui, Shania. In this unit, we will learn about food. In lesson A, we will learn about food preparation and present passive grammar. In lesson B, we will learn about sentences for giving and accepting a recommendation. In lesson C, we will learn about taste and texture and grammar for time clauses. And lesson D, we will learn about reading and writing. Now we enter into lesson A. The first is about vocabulary in food preparation. The vocabulary food preparation is bake, boil, fry, grill, melt, microwave, roast, and steam. Next, we will learn about the grammar present passive. Present passive is the active voice places the focus of a sentence on the doer of an action. The passive voice places the focus on the receiver of the action. Use the passive voice when the doer is not known or is not important. The formula is subject plus be plus past participle of verb 3. Example of active and passive sentence are active, you serve satay with peanut sauce. Passive, satay is served with peanut sauce. Based on formula, the sentence satay is served with peanut sauce. Satay as subject, is as be, and served is past participle or verb 3. We move to lesson B. Now we will discuss about recommendation. The way to giving a recommendation is like the following example. If I were you, or my recommendation would be to. And the way to accepting recommendation is sounds good to me, or okay, I think I'll do that. The example, if I were you, I would order more French fries. And the way to accepting recommendation is okay, I think I'll do that.
Thanks for the opportunity. So now I will to explain about the pronunciation when consonant and vowel sound. So in this section, we will learn how to pronounce sentence in good and true English language. Therefore, expected friend to pay attention to the way I say this sentence. So in this section, have two part A and B. In part A, listen and repeat how for example. In the first example, how to pronounce it like this: Eri, where you? Eri, where you? In the second example, how to pronounce it like this: a good idea, a good idea. In the third example, how to pronounce it like this: for a long time ago, for a long time ago. And the fourth example, how to pronounce it like this: rice or potatoes, rice or potatoes. In part B, listen to the conversation. Student A, if I were you, I order the steak and shrimp. If I were you, I order steak and shrimp. Student B, that's a good idea. Where's our leader? That's a good idea. Where's our leader? The next section is speaking good recommendation. Pair work, role play the situation, then change roles. Student A, you have no time to cook. Listen to student B recommendation. Accept my recommendation. Student B, student A has no time to cook. Give some recommendations. Student A, I have no time to cook. I don't know what to do. Student B, If I were you, I'd buy frozen dinners. Student A, but I don't have a microwave. Student B, well, why don't you? The next lesson is mix and bake. In this section, we will learn about the vocabulary, taste, and texture. So, vocabulary and taste is sour, sweet, bland, and spicy, and salty. The vocabulary and texture is sticky, creamy, chewy, crunchy, and juicy. Thanks for the opportunity. So now I will to explain about the pronunciation when consonant and vowel sound. So in this section, we will learn how to pronounce sentence in good and true English language. Therefore, expected for you to pay attention to the way I say this sentence. So in this section, have two parts, part A and B. In part A, listen and repeat how for example. In the first example, how to pronounce it like this: Eri, were you? Eri, were you? In the second example, how to pronounce it like this: a good idea, a good idea. In the third example, how to pronounce it like this: for a long time ago, for a long time ago. In the fourth example, how to pronounce it like this: rice or potatoes, rice or potatoes. In part B, listen to the conversation. Student A, if I were you, I order the steak and shrimp. If I were you, I order steak and shrimp. Student B, that's a good idea. Where's our leader? That's a good idea. Where's our leader? The next section is speaking good recommendation. Pair work, role play the situation, then change roles. Student A, you have no time to cook. Listen to Student B recommendation. Accept my recommendation. Student B, Student A has no time to cook. Give some recommendations. Student A, I have no time to cook. I don't know what to do. Student B, if I were you, I'd buy frozen dinners. Student A, but I don't have a microwave. Student B, well, why don't you? The next lesson is mix and bake. In this section, we will learn about the vocabulary, taste, and texture. So, vocabulary and taste is sour, sweet, bland, and spicy, and salty. The vocabulary and texture is sticky, creamy, chewy, crunchy, and juicy. So in this section, we will learn about the grammar time clauses. Use time clauses to show the order of events. So this is the example about time clauses. Before you start the cheese sauce, make some popcorn. After you make the popcorn, you start the cheese sauce. Heat some cheese and butter in a pan until they melt. Once they are melted, add some salt and red pepper. As soon as it's done, pour it over the popcorn.
Okay, my friends will be continue the next material. The next slide, my friend will be explain that reading, writing, speaking right up. For this part, I will talk about chocolate. Does everyone in here like a chocolate? Do you know what ingredients in the chocolate? Chocolate from forest to factory, born in the rainforest from Brazil to Indonesia to Ghana, you can find a very special tree, the cocoa tree. Inside each fruit of the tree are 20 to 40 cocoa beans. These beans give chocolate its a special taste. Drying the beans. First, the beans are removed from the fruit. After the beans are removed, they are dry. During this time, from the familiar cocoa flavor develops, then the beans are sent to the chocolate factory. Liquid chocolate. At the factory, the beans are roasted. A machine that separates the cell from the beans. The inside of the beans are then ready for a process For a process that makes them liquid, or called chocolate liquor. As soon as the beans become liquid, they are ready for the rest of the ingredients. Mixing it up. The primary ingredients in the chocolate are chocolate liquor, cocoa butter, sugar, and milk. Milk is mixed with sugar and the mixture are dry until it becomes thick. The chocolate liquor is combined with the milk and sugar mixture. This new mixture then dry. Perfecting the product. Once the new mixture has dried, cocoa butter is added to give the chocolate a special taste and creamy texture. A pasta is created and poured into the hook container until it is cool. Wrapping it up. Chocolate bars are made by pouring the pasta into molds. Finally, the pasta is cooled until it becomes a candy bar. Now it's ready to wrap and then unwrap and eat. In this part, we are going to learn how to write a recipe in the part E. You can start to make a list of your favorite food from the easiest to the hardest to make. And the part B, you can start to make your simple recipe from your favorite food. Don't forget to put ingredients at the bottom. In the part C, you share your recipe with your friends. You can see example in this slide about chocolate covered strawberry. Speaking. Now we will go into the speaking session. In the part, you are going to have to work in pairs. You will need a partner. With your partner, you will need a plan to food tour of restaurant, a farmer market, or another place where you live. You will need to answer the question and add your own idea. You can see in the slide example. You can ask what food will your tour include? What place will you visit? What will your tour do there? Write up. You will need a period to make a list first about food preparation. Try to out how many verbs you know with your partners. You can see example, meal, mix. You can practice. Listen B. Found out what are you things but you and your partner will eat at a food fair. Give an exact recommendation to find out. You can see in the slide example. I want something fried, and your partner asks, "Me too. My recommendation will be to try a fried candy bar." And you answer, "That's a good idea." Lesson C goes. Give sample direction for a cooking recipe. Use time clauses. Can your partner guess the food? You and your partner have 2 minutes. You can practice in your partner whatever you dare. So this is our last presentation. So I hope you guys can understand this. Thank you.